Light is so hot. Sir Sly in the building. Boom bam. RK in the building. What's up, guys? Let me know if you made any money today. Tons of runners. I'm doing better than good, RK. Thanks for asking. He's like the live. So the Dow Jones closed down today, 0.48% at 27,453. The Nasdaq closed down 0.37% at 11,085. Tesla closed flat. Apple closed flat today. USEG, most of the action was already exhausted in the pre-market. USEG closed up 57% at 677. Oh, you still have OXBR. Those plays are one and move in and out. You can't hold those. Caddy Jack, big up. Caddy Jack. Caddy Jack in the building. Welcome. Please like the live. Please like the live. So USEG closed up 57% at 677. The stock opened up at a whopping $17. Went as high as 1857. That's their new 52-week high, 1857. The low on the day, 655. All right, I'm gonna try to make an earlier video tomorrow because these plays, if you're not early, you won't make any money. Robert T, big up. Yeah, I saw Sorrento making a move today. I don't know, that stock keep eluding me. I bought some puts. Every time I buy that stock, it goes down. All right. Let's see what happens. It's a dangerous runner. Sorrento, it could run to $20. Trust me. If they get some news, SRNE could run to $20. I've seen it happen a few weeks ago. Sir Sly, I'm telling you, you got to take a bathroom break. You got to take a bathroom break and get in on these plays. I would suggest just buy in the morning and then lunchtime, check to see what's happening and sell. No, Robert, you got to take profits early. These stocks, they turn on you real quick. I got tied up in the halt with HUSA today. I was supposed to sell at over $6. I think I got out at $5. Tiniak in the building. What's going on? Know what you guys watching for tomorrow? We got CTIC in the after hours. CTIC came out with good news regarding their bone marrow drug candidate. They filed their application for they filed their U.S. application for their bone marrow drug candidate, CTIC. They're up 183%. I can't wait for tomorrow to see what it's going to do. But for the last few days, a plethora of runners. I'm talking 1,000% in the pre-market. APM was up over 1,000% in the pre-market. Sign up with my WEBULL link. Trading starts at 4 a.m. It's a different ball game. It's not for the risk averse. If you're scared of risk, avoid the pre-market. Trust me. Oh, Robert, that day trade, yeah. You're allowed 3 trades per 5 days. So in a case like that, you're going to have to try to get 2 accounts. Robert, you're going to have to get 2 accounts to avoid that PDT rule. Oh, that's a good idea. You buy in the after hours and you sell in the pre. That way you save yourself a day trade. Yeah, Caddy Jack, if you follow me on Twitter, for example, this morning I sent out a 4 a.m. tweet. You know, you got to follow me on Twitter. I do alerts on Twitter before the video sometimes. And plus, I got to trade too. I got to try to make some money too, plus edit the videos. It's a lot of work. But I'm going to try to do an early video tomorrow. Oh, you follow? Okay, thank you. What else we got running in the AH? We have JFIN, JFIN. They're up 36% in the after hours at $4. Stock I want you to pay attention to NNDM. NNDM. I started a position today below $2. I'm already up 25%. NNDM. This is a dangerous runner too. I made some money. I lost some money a few months ago. NNDM. Sir Sly, you got me 5 new subscribers today. Boom, bam. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that. Highly appreciative of that. Thank you very much, Sly. Oh, Tiriac, yeah. CEI, CEI. I think that's an energy stock. CEI. The whole energy sector is hot. Big up, Bobby Face. Welcome. You guys pouncing on these plays early. You got to pounce early before 10:30. Please like the live. I'm hot.
And Dummies. Written by Giovanni Richters. Narrated by Ron Garner. Introduction. The penny stock market is one of the most misunderstood markets in the world. So many people enter this market with little knowledge about the skill set, trading tools, and other tactics that are required to be successful. Everyone seems to have heard of someone who made thousands of dollars in penny stocks, and naturally, they want to do the same. The fact of the matter is, penny stocks can make incredible percentage moves, which put the majority of other asset classes to shame, and it doesn't take a ton of money to get started. I can tell you from experience that when you make your first profitable trade, there's no better feeling in the world. But I must warn you that the road to profiting consistently in the penny stock market isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. These false beliefs are the primary reason that so many people fail. The key to consistent profits in penny stocks, or any market for that matter, is to extract small to medium-sized profits consistently and compound your profits. The good news is, it's absolutely possible to do this once you separate yourself from the large group of get-rich-quick seekers looking for overnight success. Although trading penny stocks becomes relatively straightforward once you know what you are doing, it's not something you are going to learn instantly. If you think you are going to start trading today with $300 and become a millionaire by next week, you are completely delusional. You need to think again. Many so-called gurus will try to convince you that you can do this, but I can assure you they are lying so that they can sell you a product and make themselves rich at your expense. Everyone wants to jump into trading head first, but the truth is the stock market will eat you alive if you get involved without arming yourself with the proper knowledge before you put real money on the line. With that said, it's most undoubtedly worthwhile to learn to trade, but you must be smart about the approach that you take. Since you picked up this book, you are starting on a positive note, and this should assist you during your learning phase. Chapter 1. The World of Penny Stocks. By definition, penny stocks are stocks that trade for less than $5 per share. Although today, some people would even classify stocks under $15 as penny stocks. This may sound strange, but let me explain why this is the case. It's not so much the price per share, which defines whether a stock should be considered a penny stock, but rather the volatility of the stock, which defines how quickly it can move up or down. Penny stocks have a high level of volatility and can make significant moves very quickly, unlike the stocks of established companies, which typically move rather slowly. For this reason, there are several types of penny stocks that traders usually focus on. The first are listed penny stocks, which trade on what is referred to as the Big Board Exchange. The NASDAQ, National Association of Securities Dealers Automated Quotations.
You got 1 more hour to trade on Webull. 1 more hour.
And the
If you want
American
to trade
Stock
after
Exchange.
hours.
These are typically referred to as small or micro-cap stocks, and today,
I started a
many of these
position on
penny stocks are very
CTIC.
active.
Let me
True
see what
penny
it's going to
stocks
do in the
actually
pre-market
trade
tomorrow.
on the OTC market, over-the-counter market, which are also known as the OTCBB and the pink sheet stocks. But these two markets are combined, and they are now referred to as the OTCBQX. There are actually two classifications of OTC penny stocks. The first type is stocks that trade over 1 cent per share, and these are just referred to as standard penny stocks. The second type is stocks that trade for less than 1 penny. These are called sub-penny stocks, and contrary to popular belief, sub-penny stocks are not good to trade anymore, unless you enjoy losing money. Some of these stocks trade for 5/10 cents a share, and others for as little as 1/100th cent of a share. Nonetheless, many people are infatuated with these sub-penny stocks because they allow people to purchase hundreds of thousands or millions of shares. Little do they realize that these types of stocks are incredibly manipulated and have very little trading volume, and the chances of profiting from them consistently is near zero. The penny stock exchanges list some of the most volatile stocks in the world, which funnels millions of dollars from unsuspecting newcomers and puts it into the hands of a specific group of people. The key players are small hedge funds and private equity firms that deal with microcap stocks, market markers, stock promoters, and professional day traders. Penny stocks can be both a lucrative and risky method of investing your money. These stocks enjoy a wide appeal among investors due to their extremely inexpensive purchase price, along with their high potential for enormous returns. These stocks often trade for anywhere from a fraction of 1 cent to a maximum of $5 per share, allowing almost anyone to afford to purchase a substantial amount of these stocks. The risk associated with this form of investment.
How did you find the channel,
derived from
Fiel?
the
How
low
did you find the
purchase
channel?
price. Beginners may become over-enthusiastic or become carried away with the notion of purchasing huge amount of stocks at such an affordable price. Before they know it, they have invested substantially more than they originally intended and may have seen a greater loss than they anticipated. Further complicating matters is that the companies selling these stocks may not have extensive records on their financial histories. This can leave less experienced investors in the dark and often leads to blind trades in the hopes of getting lucky and making a quick buck. On top of that, emotions can play a significant part in causing your trading to become
I've been banging out play since
the
April.
volatility and unpredictability
When I have like 2 people watching,
even the most seasoned investor to make emotion-driven decisions that may not be the most rational decision. Thus, when investing in this market, it is important to consult with true experts in the field, as well as conduct your own due diligence. If you are a beginner, browse online forums, bulletin boards, in order to see what the more experienced traders are predicting will be a hot pick in the coming days or weeks. Often, experienced traders are more than happy to provide information freely on the forums
Jack, you said you have
enjoy receiving
Robinhood,
credit for correct picks when their followers enjoy the profits.
Hi, I'm Mark Kayla.
I never heard of
You may have seen me on the internet as the Millionaire Trading Model.
They're all good platforms.
Chapter 2. Key Indicators of Good Penny Stocks. When evaluating potential penny stocks, you want to look at key indicators to determine whether a stock will perform well
I know
in the
T
future.
is good, I know Robinhood
Penny
is
stocks
good,
don't have
and
much in the
WEBULL.
way of fundamental information
Also,
because, as I said before, they don't have to publish
right now I'm doing stock options only in
There are a
Robinhood.
few things
I'm
to look for when
options.
trading penny stocks. Positive and negative indicators tell you what kind of risk you're taking on by investing in a particular stock.
Sly, I got in at $3.
Positive indicators to look
I try to get below
before
3,
trading
but
penny
I
stocks.
got in at 3.
The positive indicators you want to look for include the following: positive earnings.
Let's see
and
what
new
happens
contracts,
tomorrow.
positive financing,
CTIC, the
new
one to watch.
partnerships, increases in trading volume, positive industry news. Negative indicators to look out for with stocks. You also want to look for negative indicators that suggest you should steer clear of a stock or short sell it. Financing secured through desperation.
3 might be support.
Rumors of negativity from within the company. 4 industry news. Reduced trading volume. Chapter 3.
Boo Boo Bear,
Chart
welcome.
patterns. Since they are thin on fundamentals, technicals take on a far more important role. Learning how to read chart patterns can make you a better trader. More importantly, you'll begin to understand how stocks behave in specific market conditions.
We're looking at CTIC for
time.
tomorrow.
You can learn to read
CTIC.
chart patterns, but still not really understand them. Think of each stock as a personality. It has its own way of moving depending on the company behind it and external factors.
So difficult
Regardless
to
of the
trade.
type of chart you prefer, I recommend looking
never
at
get
a
it right
6-month
with
snapshot.
JE.
That's usually a healthy time period by which to judge a stock's momentum.
I think JE
Chart
did a
types.
the
The 4
reverse
most common types
reverse
of charts are the following: bar, line, area, candlestick. Personally, I favor the candlestick. It's easy to read movement in a candlestick chart based on whether the wicks are black, white, or
So
red.
we're looking at JFIN tomorrow.
Others like
And
bar and line charts
CTIC.
because of their simplicity. While I don't
JFIN.
know anyone who prefers area charts, they're messy and difficult to understand at a glance.
Looking at my trading account right now, You can see I've made over $38,000 this year so far, and we're only about 3 months into the year. I'm going to show
Nemo,
you
welcome
4
Nemo.
specific trading habits that have allowed
Mr.
me
Newell,
to achieve
welcome.
this type of consistent trading success.
What you doing
I
on
treat
my
my
live?
trading
You
account
trading?
as a way to generate an additional source of income, where I
Nemo, what you
periodically
doing? You
withdraw the
trading
profits out of the
stocks?
account.
Nemo in the building.
Chart patterns describe how a stock price moves over time, specifically in up and down movements. Although history doesn't always predict the future, you can identify patterns that allow you to make educated guesses about a stock's future performance. Clean stock chart. This is my favorite type
Where's
of chart.
Angie? Angie at
The
work?
stock's price moves in one direction, up or down, with regular but brief changes in direction that quickly reverse. I can't stress enough that you need to pay attention to clean charts. They're highly predictive and can allow you to take advantage
Wow,
of quick profits
CEI.
on a long position
I didn't
or
know
a
they went
short
up so
sale.
high today. 54%.
You don't want a chart that looks too clean. This type of chart has an upward or downward trend with almost no variation. An extremely clean chart, especially one that
I
remains
wasn't paying
clean
much
for 6
attention
to
to the
12
markets
months,
today.
often precipitates a steep increase followed by a steep decrease in price. If you're not fast enough, you
Was
could
there
lose
news? Was
significant
there
cash.
news?
Clean,
No
bullish.
news. No news on
You might have
CEI.
heard the terms bull and bear market. A bull market trends upward, while a bear market trends down.
C-tick for the win,
The
no
same
doubt.
applies to chart patterns. A clean bullish chart shows a steady upward trend. Stock price might fall on occasion, but it jumps right back up, often farther than it was before its brief decline. This is a good time to make your play because you're likely
The
to see
stock
the
was
trend
actually
continue.
halted pending news.
Clean
CTIC.
bearish. A clean bearish chart is the exact opposite of the clean bullish chart. There's a definitive decline in stock price over time.
1,000 shares at
It
51
might
cents.
spike every once in a while, but the downhill pattern is evident
Congrats.
from first glance. It often happens after a steep increase in price. A company
That's
might
about an
announce a new
80,
funding,
80%,
for instance, that excites
80%
investors.
profit or so.
The stock price shoots up, but it can't sustain the hype, so it begins to fall precipitously. Clean breakout and clean breakdown. Clean breakouts and clean
Let me see where they
breakdowns
open it.
show that a stock has either
Okay.
broken through resistance or fallen below support, respectively.
How did
The
you get
chart
it
is
at
clean
51 cents?
because the pattern either repeats itself or shows significant pattern repeats prior to the breakout or breakdown. Clean cup and handle. You can identify a cup and handle chart by shape. You'll see a smooth downward trend followed by an equally smooth upward trend. After that, the price drops precipitously. It's difficult to play this type of chart, but I've done it. Messy stock. I encourage you to look at messy stocks.
T-React, how did you get in at
Charts are all
51
over the place
cents? Was
with
that
no
today?
discernible pattern. The stock price might jump for no reason at all, fall a little bit, rise a little bit, fall again, and so on. But
Maybe
those
it was in the
peaks and
pre-market.
valleys don't repeat
Oh, a couple
reliably.
of days ago. Okay,
While
that's
I
nearly
think
a
you can learn from
52-week
these
low.
charts, don't trade on them. There's no way to predict what the stock will do next because you don't have a pattern from which to learn.
Hold on to that. You got in at a
Swing
good
Trader
position.
from
Hold
Investors
on to that.
Business Daily helps you make more money in the stock market by taking advantage of short-term trends. We apply the rules of
That's a good price right there.
Messy breakdown. A messy breakdown starts with an upward trend. At first, the chart will look pretty clean and appealing. Then, seemingly out of the blue,
Please like
it'll
the
drop.
live.
The pattern becomes extremely messy from there, with dips and increases that have no obvious reason behind them. Chapter 4. Don't fear pump and dumps. Although penny stocks are risky and
286.
can
I
be
should
very
go.
dangerous if you do not know what to look.
Hold on, excuse me. Let me go to my WEBULL. I gotta get in below $3. CTIC. This one might run tomorrow. See, I'm already down 5%. Let me buy some more. CTIC. So I'm going in after hours. So now it's at 280. Buy $100 worth at 280. Yeah, I got in at 280. So it went as high as 309. No, 330. It went as high as 330 in the after hours. So watch that price for tomorrow, 330. Watch that price for tomorrow in the pre. So we got JFIN. JFIN is up 35% at 409. ISIG, they're up 22% at 79 cents. NNDM, pay attention, NNDM, they're up, I'm already up 30%, 28%. NNDM, I should add some more. Let me add some more to NNDM right now. I know about this stock. This stock is a crazy runner. And they're at 254 NNDM. Let me add a little bit to my position. I'm already up 28%. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Buy 40 more shares. So I got in at 253 NNDM. Let me see the high of the day. 251, 254. So 254. Let's see if it could go over 3 tomorrow. NNDM. Pooh Bear. Big up Chippy. Chip, how that stock doing that you bought the other day? You check it? Oh, Angie about to leave. Hardworking woman. Herg the Great in the building. Herg, what you watching for tomorrow? Yeah, iSig, terrible. iSig is up 21.79% at 79 cents. No news, low volume. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that right now. iSig. I don't see anything special. But you never know. You never know. SPI. I'm adding. I'm anything below 10. SPI. I'm pouncing. I think it's gonna make another run. SPI came up with great news. Great news. I made some money, and I'm adding again. Let's see what happens. SPI. Yeah, we gotta grab it when nobody's talking about it. Because usually these runners, they usually run again. SPI, the big winner last week.
A little less. They are an essential part of a penny stocks trader's success. There's really no
Please
reason
like
to
the
fear them
lives.
once you
Please
discover
like the
what
lives.
really goes on behind the scenes. You may or may
Babyface,
not know
yes,
about
I made
the
a
methods
food. I
that are
made a
being used
food.
to bring awareness to stocks. Even if you are aware already,
Babyface, one of my subscribers, he
understand
made
penny stocks enough to profit from these highly
he
probable
made 30 grand
opportunities. Either way,
or
you must become an
$4,000.
expert at analyzing the way
He
that
turned
these people
$4,000
operate,
into
since they are an
$30,000
essential part of the penny stock
off
market.
SPI.
Many of them are very bad at their jobs,
And he started with
while others are
$99.
amazing. So you must become familiar with how they fit into the
$99, then he
equation.
sized in.
Naturally, the
That's
thought
a
of buying a
textbook
pump and
trade.
dump can be a bit scary.
So in a
But it
few
really
hours, he
isn't the
made
case
30
if you
grand.
understand why these stocks move. In order to profit in the short term,
No joke.
traders need a couple of key components. Firstly, they need
No
liquidity,
joke.
which means they need a lot of people placing orders to
I'm
buy
embarrassed.
or sell a
I
stock.
think I made like a
The
grand.
majority of penny stocks are usually very illiquid, and therefore they don't
Instead
go
of me
anyplace.
sizing in, I was
The
sizing
first
out.
thing you should do when you look at a stock is to calculate the dollar
'Cause
volume.
I wasn't focused on
This
the market.
simply
I was
means
doing
multiplying
something.
the current trading volume
Every
by the
hour I
current
check,
price
that
per
stock
share.
keep going up.
The
SPI.
only time you will want to avoid this
Soon
calculation
as it keep
is in
going
the
up, I
first
keep
5
taking
to
off,
15
taking
minutes
off,
of the
taking
market
off.
open, because at that point,
That stock went to
shares may not have had
$46
time to
SPI.
change hands,
From
and therefore,
$1 to
the volume might
$46.
be very low. A stock should have at least $1 million or volume minimum, or you should avoid it.
These are the plays I'm here for.
Secondly, a stock needs a catalyst in order to
Kodak
give
went
people
from
a reason
$6 to
actually to
$60.
buy or sell the stock on any given day.
All those stocks
A
are
catalyst
featured
can be
on my
something
channel.
like an earnings announcement, a corporate action like a merger or
MCRB.
acquisition, a government decision
Pay
like
attention to
an
that stock.
FDA approval, or a joint venture with a more established company. Any of these catalysts will cause a stock to move up or down. Now, whether this information is actually legitimate or completely fictitious is a completely different story. And as a trader in the penny
Okay,
stock
terrible.
market, we don't really
Enjoy
care.
your night.
All we need
Let's
is
make
for a
some money
stock
in
to move,
CTIC
and then we use
tomorrow.
a trading system to profit off
Thanks
the
for
move.
checking in.
Thirdly, we need volatility. This is defined as a significant range between the open high and low of a stock. A catalyst can cause volatility, but it isn't always the case. As traders, we don't really care if the catalyst is positive or negative for a stock. If it's positive, maybe we decide to buy a stock and jump in and out as it moves higher. If it's negative, maybe we wait for the price to fall and then buy
It's
it
okay,
for a
man.
bounce,
We're gonna get
profiting
another
off
one.
the short sellers that decide to take profits
How
on
did
the
you
way
miss
down.
it though?
There are many strategies that we can use to profit. if
You
a
had
stock
all
has
day. You had
volatility.
all day to get in on
The figure
SPI.
below
All
is
day.
a daily stock chart
And it wasn't
of one of the
halting a
world's
lot.
greatest
That's
pump and
another
dumps.
thing that I
This
saw.
promotion
It wasn't
brought
halting a lot.
millions of volumes into
SPI.
a penny stock called CPMCF. The stock made an amazing 500%
What were you doing that day?
move
How did you miss
from
SPI?
5 cents to 25 cents in 7 days. And then something miraculous occurred. One of the primary market markers, called Seaboard Securities Incorporated, Market Maker ID, SEAB, got caught on the wrong side of the market. They were short a large amount of CPMCF stock, thinking the promotion was over since the stock had already spiked 500%, and then the stock just kept going. They scrambled to cover their short position, but then buyers caught on and pushed the stock higher. In
Never
just 2
short.
days,
Never
the
short.
stock moved
I don't
from 20
recommend
cents
shorting on
to
this
80
channel
cents. It was an incredible time for traders
because
since the liquidity in the
you
stock
could lose
became
more than
enormously
you
high. I
invest.
made a number of trades in this stock during this time on both the long
Paul
and
in the
short side
building.
of the
Big
market,
up Paul.
and
Paul.
it was a very profitable time
You missed
in the penny
SPI.
stock world. My strategy helps me identify opportunities like this. And my
Tons of
trading system
opportunity
helps
all
me
day.
time when
SPI.
it is right to
SPI
buy
held
or
up
sell.
well all day.
Thousands of suckers also got trapped buying this stock as it was pumped up. Many of these people lost everything, but it really didn't have to be this way.
Please like the
If
live.
they armed themselves with the proper knowledge, it would have helped them understand what the penny stock market really is. Unfortunately, most people are too lazy or foolish to do this, and instead just choose to gamble like they are in Las Vegas.
SPI made a
This is why the penny
4,000%
stock
move.
market is believed by many to be rigged, when in reality, it's only rigged for the uninformed. Chapter 5. The secret of buying and selling penny stocks.
The biggest lie ever told is you can't be consistently profitable in the market. That's just not true. I'm Andrew Keith, and if I look familiar, it's probably because you've seen me on CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business. I'm the broke millennial turned multi-millionaire from trading.
There are really only a few ways to trade the market and pick the best penny stocks to trade. The first thing is to understand how to pick the best penny stocks to trade.
SPI, that was a beast.
I hope to clear that perception up for you.
You don't have to catch all the
Penny
move. You just want to catch a piece of that.
To leverage your portfolio and let it grow very fast, if you follow the correct advice. Investors always want the best stock tips and ways to maximize their returns. This has been since the beginning of time. I want to share with you how to go about doing this and ensuring that you do follow the correct advice. My dear friend did exactly what I did about 7 months ago and has not looked back since. He laughs that in school, he got in trouble for cheating and looking over his classmate's shoulder. Now in the real world, he is getting rewarded by those exact same actions. I am sure he will help me out in the future if need be, though. And the truth is,
I'm representing the energy sector today.
He is also following the same things I am doing. It does not in any way make my returns any weaker. That is the exact reason that I don't mind sharing exactly how it is that I do it. Exactly how that at the end of every month, I have cash in the bank from the penny stocks I have traded that month. The best thing is you don't have to give up your day job if you love what you do. I choose to give up work once my returns became enough for the lifestyle I live, that is. I cannot stress the importance of following the correct advice and getting the right information, which will blow you away at the simplicity of how that can be accomplished. When it comes to the stock market, nothing is more profitable and or volatile than penny stocks. Although it might seem easier to make bigger profits from penny stocks, it does involve a
Wyatt in the building. What's going on?
Trading. Over the course of an investing career, most beginners and even intermediate level traders will fall into the many traps of trading. If it happens that you see yourself falling into any of the traps below, understand that
tons of runners today. Tons of runners.
But you must train yourself not to fall victim to them. 1. Falling in love with a stock, a company, a technology, or a story. Oftentimes, when beginner traders first start investing, they get caught up in the moment of trading. While it's perfectly okay to enjoy the stocks you're buying and even like the company, any stock trading expert will tell you that getting too emotionally involved with the stocks you're buying can kill your profits. A company's story might be important to know for long-term investing, but for short-term trading, falling in love with a company's story isn't a wise investing move, especially for shorter-term investing. It's important to do due diligence on penny stocks before investing big. 2. Trading and picking stocks like if you were gambling on a casino. The second trap a lot of beginners fall into is to assume the stock market is like gambling and to randomly invest in stocks. There are reasons why prices of stock go up and down. And the truth is that a lot of beginner investors will invest like they're gambling on a casino table based on a matter of luck. Expert traders will always look at graphs and charts to see why and when to buy shares of stock. There are plenty of powerful softwares out there to help automate most of the research, but it's important to understand that researching stocks first is a critical step.
In the big C era, that's golden.
Buying penny stocks that are pumped on message boards, spam emails, and bogus hot stock tips. This happens more than we see, but when we read about easy money from investing early in a new penny stock, it entices us to think that only a select few are buying. The reality is, the initiators of the stock pump are almost always the only ones to profit. It's always a wise move.
Everybody cutting dividend. They're increasing
impulse investing in any stock being advertised in general.
That's
Do the research first. And this leads us to the last
Herb
of the
the Great.
traps.
I feel so as well.
Failure to control
SPI might
emotions.
make another spike.
This one's simple.
Nobody's
fall
paying
into the
attention
trap,
right
as
now.
most
Now's the
traders
time
do,
to
of basing
start a
trades on
position.
emotions.
SPI. They came up
Trading
with great
without a
news.
strategy that clarifies when to buy and when to sell a stock is dangerous. In order to trade successfully over and over, you need to have clear buy and sell signals. Chapter 6. I want to trade penny stocks. How do I do it?
30 minutes. All it takes is potential weakness. No.
Trading penny stocks is much more confusing when compared with investing in traditional stocks. Like the term indicates, it refers to dealing with stocks that have a very low cost. Every time you purchase penny stocks, it's more than just deciding on a haphazard option and aimless amounts based on the values of shares. Whenever speculators purchase these stocks, they should accumulate the greatest volume of information as realistically possible ahead of trading. Small cap stocks could be a straightforward and fast approach to produce bigger profits once the investment decision is carried out effectively. Decide what you anticipate to happen when buying and selling penny stocks based on data from the organization, and if you're considering investing in small cap stocks so that you can create a consistent, ongoing revenue stream, you simply must get acquainted with a number of basic principles before you begin. In spite of the belief that trading penny stock shares might actually be a rewarding practice, it won't always be uncomplicated. Before opting to buy penny stocks, it's crucial that you recognize they are generally much more high risk compared to more expensive stocks. Trading small cap stocks comes complete with an advanced level of financial risk compared to its opposite number, conventional dealing, as there's nobody to regulate the dealing actions of these stocks. They can be quite a substantial expenditure risk, but substantial gains could possibly be returned.
Wyatt,
However, plenty of work
investing
and
with the big
patience
boys.
is necessary of the beginner trader to genuinely achieve success in the penny stock market. Trading penny stocks is undoubtedly a satisfying and rewarding venture. Nevertheless, quite a few go straight into it naively. It requires conducting a great deal of evaluation to uncover
Pooh
the
Bear,
hot
no,
stocks
no Pooh Bear.
beyond time-consuming list. It demands mixing knowledge, instinct, as well as
This
a
is the Jamaican
familiarity
Magnum wine.
with trading stocks.
Dave's
Nevertheless,
choice.
it really is a good, satisfying, and fulfilling method to make money if you undertake it
Yes,
the proper way.
CEI.
If you're
CEI is
aiming to
looking
start
good.
buying, you have to understand that penny stock frauds are, sad to say, a recurrent pattern, especially over the internet. In many instances, scams come
CEI is
about
looking good, but I never could get it.
deceptively offers material on
Every time I
commodity
get in,
and share markets
it
to
shit on
prospective
me.
buyers. On the majority of websites you will
Listen,
find,
certain stocks you
people
just don't
either
have any
selling
luck
you
with.
a product by marketing and exaggerating everything, or providing cold, clinical internet
I'm
sites
gonna watch
that
it tomorrow
provide
though.
dependable advice, but sometimes be similar to going through a technical journal.
Yes,
All
yes,
stock
yes.
exchange
Bobby
prospects
face,
are
Bobby
usually high
face.
risk in any case.
Big
In
man
trading
vibes.
penny stocks, it's just about the more high risk of endeavors. The market is tricky, so whenever you buy a share at discounted values, you have to
I'm gonna
continue
wait for
to keep
CEI
a regular
over $1.
examination of its activities, since if you neglect just a day of paying awareness,
Let me see if
you
it
could
could go
see
to
that your
$1.
particular invested
CEI.
cash has vanished.
That's when I'll pump.
Whenever you're buying and selling on the stock exchange, the number impacts the value variances by way of demand and supply. There could be risk when dealing in these stocks as a result of infrequency. Search for higher volume small cap stocks. What this means is that there is lots of trades getting created from that share.
30 minutes, 3 days a week. That's all it takes to potentially make thousands of dollars each and every single week.
Chapter 7. Myth and facts about pennies stocks trading. Penny stocks, or what are sometimes referred to as microcaps, have different definitions. In general, the suitability of a certain stock for the penny market is judged through its share price and market capitalization value.
EVGN. EVGN was
These
on my Sunday
characteristics have
stock
different
list.
definitions in the market as
I'm
well.
already up 30%.
For example, the Securities and Exchange Commission defines the penny stock's share price to be around $4. However, majority of the stock trading community are in the opinion that these stocks should have their per share value of what its name implies, $1. With the various and mixed opinions that the members of the market industry hold about penny stock buying and selling, it is quite hard to gauge which ones are to be believed and which ones should be chucked as hearsay. Because of this, you need to be able to choose which trading advice to follow in order to make a good profit from this type of market. For one, most traders believe that buying and selling this kind of stock is almost like gambling, with the abnormally volatile trading platform that it is based on. For this reason, beginners are often discouraged against trading pennies because they are believed to be destined to lose in this field. However, other traders believe that trading pennies is actually better for beginners, mainly because they will not need to have a big amount of capital in order to get in the game.
Buy it right now. Market closing half an hour.
Money out of trading this type of stocks. Beginners and experienced traders alike.
WEBULL after hours trading closes in half an hour.
In this trading field is a good investment
CTIC
plan
might continue tomorrow in the pre-market.
Market patterns. Some traders also believe that these stocks lack liquidity, thereby making it harder to sell or buy it than the other types of stock in the market. While this may be true, traders find it hard to decide whether this is advantageous or disadvantageous to the field. After all, if the stocks have low liquidity, there are lower chances that fraudulent traders will take interest on them. Therefore, the difficulty of buying and selling your penny stocks can work for your advantage, because you would not need to worry about other traders playing their tricks on you. There are different opinions held about penny stocks, some of them true, while some of them are merely hearsay. Because of this, you need to ensure that you do the necessary amount of research before you invest on pennies. Chapter 8: How to Trade Penny Stocks.
No worries,
Penny
Cammy, no
stocks are those
worries.
small shares whose prices are generally under $5. This is a short-term investment opportunity which can yield great profits for you. You don't have to wait for days, months, or weeks, but instead, the penny stocks
Cammy, you need to deposit some more money in that WEBULL account.
Only. If you are a beginner in the stock market and you don't want to risk huge sums of money,
put in another $100.
It is advised for you to go for penny stocks to begin with.
10,000 on CTIC, baby face.
And also be aware of the risk involved, as this is money matter.
Boom, bam.
Once you know the right tricks and methods, you are on the right track to start earning money from penny stocks. You have to plan it carefully, along with some useful resources which can provide you great tips of investing in them. These tips are generally very useful. People who are looking forward to start in the penny stock trading should do a thorough study of the various resources to help them in reaching their ultimate goal, i.e., profit.
Bobby Face, what price you got in on
Newsletters
CTIC?
are one of the best ways to get the valuable information about the penny stocks. These newsletters
I got in at $3 and
good
$2.80.
guidance measures for beginners.
$2.80 and
Their
$3.
predictions should be taken
CTIC.
seriously. The simple reason behind this is that these predictions are done by companies who do surveys and studies on the current market stocks and enlighten you with their assumptions. There are many software applications available in the market which can be a great deal of help for the beginners.
Okay, $3.
Most of these programs provide you the facility of trackers
Let's see what
to
happens in the
help you retrieve
pre-market
the data
tomorrow.
on the previous stock trends.
CTIC, the one
These
to
software
watch.
applications brief you on the various situations and how the stocks have been
For a
affected
stock to move
under
this
those
high in the after
situations,
hours,
which will give you a better
gotta be
foresight
onto
to
something.
predict the outcome of the various stock trends. One of the best features of these softwares is that they keep on learning with customer feedback. They keep on correcting their previous mistakes with a regular self-analysis. Hence, the result is a better search with every attempt. All this can help you a lot, but you are advised to keep your own eyes wide open because it is related to money. Look for the good signs of investing in a particular stock, and this will ensure that you don't suffer any losses. You can even opt for various trading games because some of them are even equipped with software.
Wow, that's a lot of
furnishes you
likes.
with every detail of the current market trend.
Thanks for
Spare
all the
time
likes.
for your investments, and it will definitely award you with good profits. Penny stocks are low price shares. These are ideal of the value of $1 or less, i.e.
Kamaria.
Penny stocks are ventures which can earn you a lot of money if invested
Kamaria,
wisely.
welcome.
Penny stocks are generally a preferred option because they are affordable. You can be proud owners of a company for a very small amount
Kamaria
as
in the
compared to the
building.
amount one would spend in buying shares of an established firm. These companies have real
Douglas
potential to
in
multiply
the
their
building.
assets. Therefore,
Douglas, did
the
you
profit
make any
earned
money?
on the face value of these stocks can multiply considerably. Penny stocks can also prove to be a very good learning experience for beginners. They can learn progressively without risking a lot of money. Either way,
Kami, you
it's
have
a
2
win-win
phones?
situation. For one, you can learn about the
What
market
you doing
trends.
with your husband's phone?
Secondly, there's scope for these stocks to give you inflated profits. Once you get comfortable with the way the trends of the market
Paul, the
work,
analyst in the
one can even
building.
start investing in established firms. Getting started with penny stocks
Paul, the
isn't a
analyst, check
difficult
out his
task.
channel.
All one has to do is open an account through which one would do all the transactions. One can get help from stockbrokers or professionals who have been dealing with penny stocks for a
we
considerable
buying
amount of time.
CTIC for
These
tomorrow.
stocks are considered a risky venture, which isn't really true. While investing in a firm, one needn't be overcautious or flamboyant
You
about
got half an hour on
it. Both
WEBULL.
the approaches can prove to be not so profitable. Being overcautious can lead to delay in decisions, and you may lose out on a cash-able enterprise. So understand the
$57
market
on Husa.
and be up on your feet and aware
That's good.
while making an investment. It is sure to reap you benefits. So do a little research on the investment you are about to make. Don't blindly follow the trend. A little information on the statistics of the firm will tell you a lot
Heard the
about its
great.
future
That's
condition.
very unselfish of
In
you.
these stocks, there
You
is
want
a little
everybody to
lose
make money.
and a lot to gain.
That's very unselfish
Chapter 9.
of you. Yes, indeed.
Advanced penny stock strategies.
Me too. I want everybody
Now
to
we
make
are
money.
really getting into the good stuff.
Make
Just
this world
know
a better
that we
place.
strongly recommend reading all of the concepts presented in the previous chapter if you haven't already. Everything revealed in this chapter builds on those methodologies discussed earlier. These concepts do not hold as much relevance without the proper groundwork, which has already been provided. If you want to read this information in order, you should start with short-term trading to begin your journey into penny stocks. Short-term trading.
Kami, I
Most
soon
short-term
get you.
trading is driven by impatience and greed.
I see your text
However,
coming in.
The impatient and greedy investors never develop winning short-term strategies. If you want to trade quickly to make a quick buck, forget about it and skip on to the next section.
Please like
If
the
you want
live.
to
Please
trade
like the
short-term
live.
because you believe that there are profitable trading theories that can be applied to stock fluctuations, keep reading. Pops and dips.
Kami, if you're trying to buy,
Sometimes
make sure
share
you
can
click
spike
off
or dip
extended
just due
hours
to a
trading.
large trade
Extended
war.
hours trading.
This is because penny stocks are generally thinly traded, and any significant volume will push the stock around. Take advantage of this by selling into the rise, not after. You want to be unloading your shares into the buying frenzy.
Make sure you go to
Because
after
of this
hours. After
situation,
hours.
It is better to be much too early than a little too late. Before you sell, however, be sure to discover if the move is permanent or temporary based on the following criteria. Fundamental driving factors. Tangible impacts like FDA approvals, new mining discoveries, etc. may make the share price jump and stay higher. Selling into this is not generally a profitable strategy. In other words, if it is a temporary price pop, it may be a profit-taking opportunity. If it is a permanent price increase based on a legitimate driving force, it may be more effective to continue to hold the shares.
Check out my
Subsequent
playlist. Check
trading.
out my playlist.
You can more readily tell
Wealth of
if a
information
pop or
on these
dip is
ebooks.
temporary and perhaps a
Let
trading
it put you to
opportunity
bed at
by
night.
closely watching the trading activity. For example, if a
You
price
want all that knowledge to
spikes on huge
permeate in
volume,
your brain.
then you notice that the price
All that
advance
knowledge
and
got to
trading
permeate
volume
in your brain
are
at
both
night.
significantly lower the
Watch my
following day.
ebooks.
The spike may be
I'm
losing
telling you,
steam.
this game you can't win.
If a
You
dip is on
gotta
a
put in
very
the
low
work.
volume, it usually is erased as soon as a few bargain hunters jump on the shares. If the dip is on a major
I
volume,
lost money for my
it may
first
be a
2-3
sign of things
years.
to come.
I lost
High
money.
volume dips usually last, while low volume
I'm usually
dips
a long-term
usually do
trader.
not.
I'm not used to day
Thus,
trading and swing
high
trading.
volume dips are
Took me a
usually
couple
a warning
years.
sign, while low volume dips are often
June
a
in the
buying
building.
opportunity. To benefit from the trading opportunities that pops
June
and
in the
dips
building.
provide,
Welcome.
you need to be able to quickly identify them, then react just as swiftly. Take up positions in those stocks
Okay,
that
Paul.
have dipped, but
Thanks
will
for tuning
recover.
in. I know it's late
Sell off
over
shares
there
in those
in
stocks
England.
that have speculative
I know
price
they're
spikes
5 hours
while
ahead.
holding shares in companies that may be able to sustain their gains.
Wait, do you really think you're going to learn how to trade watching YouTube videos? Real traders don't post their trading videos on YouTube.
Sean in the building.
Real traders
Sean
are too
Lee.
busy making money. If you want to learn the real way on how to trade, then you need to check out this video. This video.
Conclusion. Penny stocks are big business, even though they sound
Thanks for
small.
all the likes.
Tens of
I'll
millions
be
of
shutting
people
down
trade
in
them,
3 minutes.
and while some win and some lose, none can argue the place of small stocks on the market. The broad appeal of
I'll
these
make
small
an early
shares
video
is
tomorrow.
also
Early
notable.
video tomorrow.
Unlike
Early
most
video
other
tomorrow.
investment vehicles that cater to very select
Follow
niche
me on Twitter
audiences,
for alerts.
people from
At
all
Duppy
walks of
Teeth.
life are getting involved
At
with penny
Duppy
stocks.
Teeth. Twitter.
Whether you're a beginner learning the ropes or an experienced
Also
trader
set your
looking to get in
notification.
early
Set
on
your
tomorrow's
notification bell.
up-and-coming corporations,
All
you'll
right.
find
These
that
videos are
others,
time
just like
sensitive.
you,
You got to be
are
early.
already involved in the smallest stocks. Of course, the rules for penny stocks
Unless
are
it's a stock like
from
SPI.
other investment types.
SPI,
There are
you
certain
had
risks
all
and
day
pitfalls that could
to
cost
make
you.
money. SPI last
Thankfully,
week.
most of these
All
are
day.
easily avoidable, especially if you read Invest in Penny Stocks in its entirety. You can protect yourself even more by performing analysis on any penny stock you're interested in and by applying the same research to that company's competitors for comparison purposes. Hopefully, the tactics detailed in this book will get you over the penny stock phobia from which most investors suffer. This fear is born of the financial losses that people have taken when they got both. In contrast to this, while dumb decisions and phobias keep some investors out of the penny stock arena, there are many who've been playing the game right. They're the ones investing in the right stocks at the right times and for the right reasons. They're the ones making fortunes by trading penny stocks. Remember to always exercise extreme caution when day trading penny stocks. Always get started trading penny stocks by paper trading until you become comfortable and have a deeper understanding of how penny stocks behave. You also need to avoid free penny stock picks because traders get burned by this more than anything else. The only way to effectively day trade penny stocks is to filter out the high quality companies first.
You're welcome,
using our
Wyatt.
penny stock trading guide.
You're trading with
Then
the
use
big boys,
technical
trading
analysis to time
LMT,
the market.
Lockheed Martin.
Thank you.
Great company.
I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming along with me on this investing
Everybody's
journey.
decreasing
There are many investing books out there,
dividends.
but you decided to give this one a
LMT
chance.
is
If you
increasing
like this
dividends.
book, then I need your help. Please take a moment to leave an honest review for this book. This feedback gives me a good understanding of the kinds of books and topics.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Dave Natch. I'm out. I'll see you in the AM with the plays. Boom, bam.